Five teams to watch, Northern Premier League, Premier Division. Yes, hello everyone, and welcome to the latest instalment of Five Teams to Watch. And in this particular video, we are looking at the Northern Premier League Premier Division. Now, as I've stated in all of the other Five Teams to Watch videos, this is not a predictions video. It is merely just me selecting five teams from whatever league I am covering and stating a few reasons why I think you need to keep an eye out for them. And at number 5 for the Northern Premier League Premier Division, I've gone for Prescott Cables, who I think in many respects were one of the surprise packages of the Northern Premier League Premier Division last season. I think I don't know if it was down to one or two things in pre-season last year or what, but they were definitely tipped to struggle, but certainly proved, I think, a lot of people wrong, and ended up with a pretty comfortable in the end top 10 finish. So I guess the big question for them is, can they do that once again, and can they make themselves a well-established club at this particular level? And at number 4, I've gone for Hensford Town, who are new to this division, came up from the Northern Premier League West Division at the end of last season. Obviously, had a decent run in the FA Cup as well, and have definitely got the resources behind them to be something of a threat yet again in this league, and they'll obviously be coming into the league full of confidence after obviously said playoff wins and said FA Cup runs and that kind of thing. And as we said, are probably one of the sort of more well-backed teams financially within this league. So I think that they're definitely not going to come into the Northern Premier League Premier Division just to make up the numbers. And I think they could come into it and be really strong. Who knows? But I think all the same, they will be. They'll make a good fist of it first time round. Whether they'll maybe give themselves a couple of years to establish themselves at the level before potentially kicking on further, I don't know. But definitely something to keep your eye out for. At number 3, I have gone for Hebburn Town. Now, obviously Hebburn were newbies to the Northern Premier League Premier Division last season, and all in all made a good account of it. Started the season really well. I think they were up and around the playoffs at one point, but did tail off sort of throughout the second half of the season. But I think, again, they're going to. I think they're going to be strong yet again this season, and it wouldn't surprise me if they did kick on a little bit further. I think, as we mentioned with Heaton Stannington in last night's video for the NPL East, I think it is a club that are probably going about things the right way, just looking to take things one step at a time. And I think obviously the stage that they're at now is just seeing if they can kick on a little bit more in this league, and maybe give the top 5 probably a more predicted top 5 one or two things to think about. At number 2, I've gone for Stockton Town, who are coming into this season on the back of a bit of off the pitch heartache, on the pitch / off the pitch heartache. Obviously, they did win their playoff semi-final against Guiseley, but weren't allowed to take part in the playoff final due to the fielding of an ineligible player, which will have absolutely stung them. But they've shown time and time again that is definitely a club on the up. Had a good FA Trophy run last season, and as we saw in this channel, probably should have beaten Rochdale really, but just fell short in the penalty shootout when it was well within their grasp. And it's unknown how they would have got on against Worksop in the final, but they would have certainly liked to have had a good go at it. But I think maybe the hurt that they probably did feel from that decision to remove them from the playoffs, I think there will be they'll be definitely feeling that, and they'll probably come out even more determined this coming season, you know what I mean? So really wouldn't be surprised if they're up there yet again. And at number one, I've gone for Grimsby Trinity. Now, I really do think you need to keep your eye on Trinity this season because obviously last season they had an impressive run in the FA Cup and an impressive run in the FA Trophy as well, which those two runs maybe did sidetrack them from the league a little bit, and ultimately in the end they did fall short of the playoffs, but they've signed some genuine quality so far this summer, so I really do expect them to be right up there in the mix, possibly even challenging for the title, who knows. So yeah, I think they'll obviously take everything that obviously was good from the cup runs last season, etc., and I think they'll really put probably a bit more emphasis on league this time around. I mean, of course, they would like to have another cup run, but yeah, I think this is quite possibly the year for them to have a real good stab at the league, and we'll obviously find out in due course where they end up. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back on Friday night with my 5 teams to watch in the National League North. So until then, take care, cheers for watching, see you later.